Hi, my name is Adrian Simmons, and I'm the Chief Creative Designer at Element CPA, where we do business and financial design for entrepreneurs. I'm just back from Xerocon in Austin, Texas, and I wanted to share with you 4 of the top product announcements that we saw there that we really like that will help small business owners. It was a lot of fun to spend some time with the Xero development team and also their app ecosystem partners, and even to connect with accountants from throughout the globe just to think about how everyone is looking to sort of push the financial envelope forward to help entrepreneurs around the world create value for their marketplace and their communities. So I'll take just a minute to show those to you, and I have them all set up in a browser screen so I can just sort of tab through them a little bit. One of the first things that was announced was a new feature Xero came out with this year called Xero Projects. Basically, it's an ability to be able to track time and expenses within the Xero interface so that you can see how profitable a job is, or if you're overrunning a job. So this is great for professional service type firms who want to keep track of hours that they have billed against a job that they're going to translate then into invoices that they send to their customers, as well as billable expenses or costs that you're incurring that you want to associate with a job, either just to track internally or also be able to pass through to end customers. So on the screen here, you see a little bit of the splash page for the Xero Projects. Right now, it's available in beta. So if you're looking at this in December of 2017 and you want to have it activated, just let us know. We can activate it in your account. And then it will launch towards early 2018, so maybe January, the first couple months of 2018, for everyone to be able to start accessing. So definitely a great tool if you're in the professional service space and this type of functionality is helpful to you. Just to let you know as well, Xero is looking to continue to develop this concept down the construction type industries. So if you want to be able to track material costs and time spent on jobs as well, this tool is going to be further enhanced to be able to do that. So we're very excited to see the Xero team doing that. The second thing I wanted to mention that we really liked at Xerocon was the partnership that was announced with MileIQ. Some of you might be familiar with MileIQ. It's an app that you put on your smartphone, and it does what's called passive mileage tracking. That means you don't have to open the app, press start and stop, but that it's automatically tracking miles as you move around. It recognizes when your car starts to move, and it recognizes when you reach your destination. So then later you can go back into the app and just look at the trips that it logged automatically for you and swipe those ones to the right that are business related. So this is a great standalone app to use, and we've recommended it to a number of our customers. But this great partnership between Xero and MileIQ means that starting January 2018, you'll be able to send those mileage logs right into the Xero files. This makes it very simple to sort of keep all your business financial records in the same place, share them with your accountant, or just know that they're archived somewhere so that you have them for tax purposes. So you get those great reports, again, sent right into the Xero platform. And also through the partnership, it's enabling Xero advisors to pass through a 20% savings to our customers who use this product. So we're happy to be able to do that for you. Normally, MileIQ might be around $5 a month. Now it's $4 a month after that special savings rate, which is really not very much at all considering how much you can save in taxes just by having a complete accurate mileage log. Again, a great way for things that used to be pretty painful, keeping mileage logs, making them painless and saving you money along the way. So we're really excited to see this announcement come out. The third area of announcements that we were really impressed by had to do with invoicing and payment solutions, just continuing to be enhanced within the Xero product. So sometimes customers may want to pass through credit card surcharges to their end customers. I'm just saying, hey, if you pay by check or cash, it's one price, but if you want to use the convenience of the credit card, we're going to pass along to you the 2.5% discount rate or whatever it may be. So now through Stripe is one of the payment services within Xero that has now been enabled to pass through those surcharges to customers. So you have the ability to do that within Xero now, which is really great. And also coming, again, early 2018, probably around January, February, Stripe will be turning on ACH payments as well. So as you know, credit card charges come with a processing fee, but ACHs, that processing fee is almost negligible. In many cases, it's like 25 or 50 cents. So that can be a great way to get payments quickly and electronically, but also not have to lose any of that to fees in the process. So we're really excited for some of those new enhancements and features that are there now and also coming to the platform. One of the other enhancements to their invoicing is that it now has the ability to have 2 addresses on the invoice. So for those of you who deal with physical products or may have a different ship to and bill to address, you now can display 2 addresses on the face of the invoice itself. So that's a great feature, a great enhancement to be able to have. Before, sometimes you would note it in the body of the invoice itself. And there's a couple other further enhancements to the invoicing side of Xero that were announced that we really liked. Things like you can easily toggle between payment options on the invoice. So PayPal, Stripe, other types of solutions, you can toggle on the invoice itself as opposed to having separate branding themes. So that's pretty cool. Xero has also built in the QR codes embedded into the invoice itself. So those of you techies may be familiar that earlier this year, Apple made its camera automatically recognize QR codes. So those are those little dot codes. A lot of times you'll see them on, let's say, UPS packages with a little squiggly dots on the screen. Now those can be on your invoice so that a customer can literally have it recognized and automatically pay in a very seamless way. So that's just another tweak that makes it more powerful. So that whole idea of invoices and payments, some great enhancements around that to just make your life easier. The third area that I wanted to, or fourth area actually, I wanted to take a look at is just a little bit of catch-all, some small tweaks, again, that just sort of make life better. Xero, as you know, over this past year, has migrated to the Amazon Web Server platform. Part of the reason they did that was that they could turn on artificial intelligence and machine learning. One of the long-term goals of Xero is really to go to code-free accounting. So that's saying, hey, let's use the power of technology to make the accounting not even require you to do account coding or some of the difficult, tedious parts. You can create an invoice. Xero will automatically recognize which sales accounts that should go to. And now they've said where you can create bills that you pay to your vendors, and it will automatically recognize what expenses those should go to. Right now that is in an auto-suggest stage, so it's not going to record it for you, it's just going to suggest it, so it'll auto-populate it. But more and more as that machine learning engine gets more and more accurate, there will be a day where you won't have to code at all because the system is doing it for you. So it's just a very powerful, very forward-looking tool that Xero is continuing to push the envelope on. One of the other things you can do now as well, those who use Xero, know that there's bank rules that are established that allow you to automatically send transactions to different categories. In the past, if you had a bank transfer between one account and another, so maybe you had a recurring type of transfer, that wasn't something you could program through a bank rule. Now you can. So they've established bank rules for account transfers between accounts. So that's great. This is especially useful if you're paying a credit card and you're doing a bank transfer, for instance, from the checking to the credit card. You can automate the recognition of that and save yourself even more steps in terms of recording it. The last one I want to sort of point out in this sort of catch-all category is Xero Expenses. So one of the areas of pain for a lot of small businesses is reimbursing employees for expenses they incur on the go. A lot of paper gets lost, things may not be able to be kept track of, people forget, etc. Xero Expenses is an enhanced product. It has its own standalone app that team members can use to take photos of receipts, have them automatically uploaded into the system, approved by a manager, even passed through to a bill to be able to be reimbursed to that employee. And if you're using the Xero payroll, you can even be able to reimburse it through the payroll system. So the Xero Expenses is something to keep your eye open for if this is an area where you have a lot of activity, because this can really make your life a lot easier. So just recapping then, for the key highlights, that Xero Projects feature, the ability to look at profitability at the job level and track time and expenses, the partnership announced with MileIQ to be able to pass along discounts to customers, as well as share your mileage tracking log right into your Xero file to be saved there. The third area, the invoicing and payment solutions around surcharging and additional invoice flexibility and enhancements. And lastly, just sort of focusing on the machine learning and bank transfer rules in Xero Expenses. So all in all, I was really impressed that the innovation engine at Xero is still going strong. And I also have to say, I continue to feel the passion they have for really helping entrepreneurs in the small business community to create value in their marketplace and in their communities. They really care about making a difference, listening to the community and saying, hey, how can we help you do what you do even better? So just some closing thoughts. If you are a member of the Element Circle and you saw something here that you said, hey, that would really be helpful to me, definitely drop us a line and or send us an email, and we can review that with you, get that activated into your system. So for instance, if you want to start using Xero Projects or the mileage log, etc. If you're not yet a member of the Element Circle and you're interested in potentially becoming a part, definitely give us a call and we can set up a coffee conversation to talk with you and see if we might be a good fit. And lastly, you look for all the links of what I've talked about here in the notes along with this video so you can check it out on your own. And until next time, keep building financial strength for what truly matters.